Previously on God of War. I'm not your real father.
Are you serious?
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm getting too old for this. Hi.
Oh my god! Yeah, let's go. Oh! Oh my god, yes! Right here. How are you gonna cheat like this? How are you gonna cheat? How are you gonna cheat like this?
Alright, boy, let's get a move on. We have a long day ahead of us of getting up into the mountain, and I want to get back before dinner.
How did this happen?
I don't know, boy. Don't ask questions. We need a hustle here. Come on, hurry up. Let's get across this wall. We finally set out up the mountain when we run across some fellow travelers. I knock them with my axe across the dome piece. Obviously, they're a little upset by that, so I had to give them the little 1-2. And then it was all in a day's work, you know, just smashing heads, ripping up rib cages, and stomping on some dome pieces.
Move.
Thanks.
I politely lift the rock up and away for Atreus to get by when he saw the bridge and, you know, thought it was a trampoline. Thought it could be stable enough for him to jump up and down on. Obviously, I told him he was a silly boy, but he needed help, and I needed to get him. As I tread across this unstable bridge, I think to myself, what now? It's obviously gonna break, because, like, I'm on it now too, if it broke for him and he's like 40 pounds. But I lift him up anyways, and we fall. When we hit the ground, he realized that we were okay. He said it out loud, wow, we're fine. And I was like, of course we're fine. I grabbed you and I took most of the fall, like you were safe in my arms. And he just didn't understand. He was too distracted by all the statues around, and obviously he had to touch one because that's just what they do. They just like to touch things you're not supposed to touch. And of course the statue comes alive, because why not? And now we have to fight 5 different other undead little homies until, you know, it's just too much. I can't handle it. I have to get my rage out somehow. So I just channeled the Spartan energy of my forefathers. After that, I was just walking around with Boy, just finding some treasure, seeing what I could get. Some gold, some hack silver, anything. We got some soft steel. I think that's for the boy's bow. But a guy came out saying that I took his treasure. I told him finders keepers, bro. And I gave him the good old knuckle sandwich he deserved. I beat him all the way up till I found another treasure. After I decapitated the man, I lifted it up just to find a good old apple. You know, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. You know, I'm stomping on some heads like normal when Boy says the darndest thing.
It's kind of scary sometimes.
I couldn't believe it. He was scared of me. And that just made me so very happy. Anyways, we open this door and we walk out to find a group of people, and no bullshit, guys, for real, these guys were straight up cannibals. 100% they wanted to eat me and my boy. So, I mean, obviously, what do you do in that situation? You gotta confront them. Make boy wait behind me, and I will deal with this myself. You are not gonna eat me. After I gave them all the VIP passes to see the gun show, I arrested the last man down for fun.
Father, help me!
Boy didn't need my help. Boy stabbed that man straight in the eye, and I was proud. I patted that man straight on the shoulder, and I told him that I was a little younger than him when I got my first kill. And I just needed him to know that he might not turn out to be a pussy. Anyways, we come across this little dwarf blue guy. He said his name was Brock, and he was having trouble getting his animal to get up and walk for some reason. Boy told me to toss my axe over into those white trees over there, said something was spooking her. I didn't really believe him, but I thought, why not? I can recall my axe at any time, so I just tried it out and see what he was talking about.
You were right. Say, you must be smart or something, boy.
The blue guy started talking about how he made my axe or something, and told me that there was some kind of brand on the bottom of my handle that would prove it, but I didn't believe him. But I mean, my curiosity got the better of me, and I had to check, and indeed he was right. I mean, there you go. I guess how else would he know that? Anyways, I let him fix it up for me, and it was good to go. After that, me and Atreus were trespassing in some caves or something like that, when I was just having a little fun with these guys, just trapping them in the spikes, letting them go down, just free easy kills. Didn't have to do anything, just watch it go. And that's when it happened. Me and Atreus trespassed into the wrong area. We heard some commotion going on in the distance.
I'm a terrifying ogre! What do I have to do to get a little privacy? What are you doing in my swamp?
So obviously this fire Shrek was a little angry, and I tried to defuse the situation, but he was not wanting to hear any of it. So I'm bobbing and weaving like the only way I knew how, just getting around him. He gets a little tuckered out, so I go for the kneecaps again. That's just the strategy right there. As he comes back to life, I dodge back out, hit him in the dome piece, and it got him a little angry again.
I live alone. My swamp. Me. Nobody else. Understand? Nobody. Especially useless, pathetic, annoying, talking donkeys.
How dare you call me a talking donkey? I will punch you in your kneecap, sir, and give you the Jorge Masvidal straight to your face. Now that that was over, I take a nice little boat ride with my boy, little father-son bonding moment, when he told me to throw my axe in the river. I asked why, and he said it was a rumor that he heard when he was out playing one day. I thought, why not? But it didn't come back to me, like it always did. I was a little concerned after that. I didn't know what to do. The water started shaking, and I was very confused. I looked around, didn't really see anything, and it started to emerge. This giant ass snake that was moving the entire water started coming out. He gave me back my axe, and boy said he was friendly, so I agreed with him. I thought that was cool, and I think he started to talk to me, but it sounded weird, like when you first wake up and have that like rasp in their voice, and I just couldn't understand it. Boy said it was a dead language, and it makes sense. We were walking around when we came across some angry travelers, and they just didn't like me from the sight. I don't know why, I don't know what I did to them, but I got surrounded. It was too much for me to handle, And that's when it happened. I fell. I couldn't believe it.
I'm coming to you!
Neither could my boy. But he did the impossible. He saved me. He gave me that roid rage that I needed to stand back up and fight for another day.
Alright boy, you say you want to get ripped like me, this is how you do it. You go up to these giant boulders like this one here, and you lift it up high. You do that 3 times a day, and you'll get— oh my god!
What are you doing in my swamp? Alright, get out of here, all of you, move it!
See that, boy? That's why you lift weights right there.
Father?
Oh my god, what now? Alright, alright. 5 of them. We can do it. 6. Alright. Oh shit. I did not one-shot him.
Though it was a tough battle, me and Boy just started having fun with it by the end. We just started making them look silly with all these combos. Troll was having enough of it. He'd wanted it to stop, but he hurt his friend instead. And Boyd seized on the opportunity and shot him in the hole. Now it was just me and him. And now that it was just us, I can poke my thumbs into his eyes, grab his eye sockets like it was handles, and ride him like a pony. Smacking all these random ass dudes that crawl up out of this ravine. Either way, Shrek dead. Once we got through the door, I realized a major flaw. My cameraman in the back, you don't see him, he's not important. But he got majorly hurt in that last Shrek battle, and he was bleeding out, so he lost a lot of footage. You missed the part of us seeing the dark fog and why we had to go to this place. This is Alfheim, where we need that light in the middle. It gives us the light for the Bifrost, which we can travel throughout realms now. Yes, indeed. It all makes sense. Don't worry about it. Once we finally made our descent down, we were greeted by some friends. I wanted to make some trades with them and see what they had, but they were not friends of ours. They wanted my boy for some reason. Why would you take my boy? I need my boy back. He has the arrows that stun my enemies. I used the baseball skills in my life to throw a dime piece right to his dome piece and punch these rocks like it was paper, and showed the boy once more that this is why you lift weights, my friends. Cause like, how else? Planet Fitness membership doing me right. Anyways, I was running along trying to find what I needed, and I found this stone boy.
Got something made of rock!
Well, I'm glad you asked, Andreas. See, I have a pretty solid method of punching this man to absolute rubble. The gravel in my backyard, bro, where I park my car. I punched this man in the stomach so many times he needed a liver transplant, my guy. Look at that. Anyways, I grabbed his heart and me and Atreus were back at it, doing our regular thing of sliding, climbing, and ducking. And that's when we saw it. One of the dark elves started crawling out of the darkness and went for a grab. I had to chokeslam him, but I did not realize my strength as we fell through the floor. And I almost lost Atreus. I grabbed him though, it's all good. But we were finally here, at our goal, the light of Alfheim. All I need to do is apparently step into the light, and that will refill the light of the Bifrost. I don't know how much I buy it, but here we go. Atreus was going to be on his own, so he needed a real man's weapon instead of those silly arrows that he carries on his back. As I left him, I wanted to see what this was. I touched it a little bit and it kind of tickled. I was like, this ain't so bad. It just kind of felt like putting your hand under some really hot water when you're doing the dishes. You know, it's not the best, but you'll survive. I was sucked into the light, and the light was no longer. I was in this dark nothingness. I didn't know how to explain it. I could see myself, but nothing around me. My bag started to float away with my wife's ashes. Obviously that meant her, so I walked to random ass doors and it kept leading to different places. It was kind of annoying, just over and over again, but I had a strange feeling like I was getting closer to her, like she was right there. As I made it to the final destination, I felt like this is where she wanted me to go. This was the mountaintop, and she was right there. I could see it. But then it would take me back.
Come back! No! No! What have you done? Why did you do that?
I saved you! You were trapped in there! I waited and I waited, but you wouldn't come out! So I pulled you out!
Boy, I was gone only... moments.
No! You've been gone a long time! I didn't know what to do! You left me here! Again! Why don't you care?
That's impossible.
We should go before they come back. I hope you got what you needed.
Was Boy really right? Was I gone for a very long time? How long? It felt like only a couple seconds. I walked through like 4 doors, bro. Like, I couldn't have been that long. But the bodies around me say otherwise. Anyways, we move on past that because we gotta go home. But we had to go through the door that we couldn't get through in the beginning. It didn't have a seam to it, so we couldn't walk through. We had to find another way around. But we're back right at the start again with this door. This door is the actual boss of the game, honestly. But Boy answered some riddles and we were making our way home. I opened the door to the light elves, and honestly they're creepier than the dark elves. Not gonna lie. Now I understand why the dark elves were hunting them down this entire time. Fuck them. But now we're out. We can go home now. Screw this place. And this concludes our episode for today. I hope you guys liked it. And I hope you want to see the next episode, which will come out eventually. Like and subscribe.